What's up, guys? This is Sammy Geek back here with another video, and this is an important one today regarding the Samsung Fold and the durability of a fingernail scratch test. And something interesting happened to me the other day as I was playing around with this device. I noticed I kind of dented the screen or scratched it a little bit, and it was interesting because I thought, well, there we go, I just ruined a $2,000 device. But I put it in my pocket, I folded it up, and a couple hours later I came back to this thing and I noticed the scratch was entirely gone. And I thought, well, that was really cool because I've seen this before on screen protectors and things like that that are called self-healing and so forth. And so what I wanted to do today was a little bit of a scratch test to see how hard we can press before we're actually leaving marks. And if we are just using this device on a day-to-day basis and accidentally bump it with a fingernail, are we going to ruin our screen and just destroy a $2,000 device? So the intention of this video is not to ruin a $2,000 device. That is not my intention of this video. If you guys are into that, there's other people on YouTube that are wrecking these things and ruining them entirely. Mine is more of a real world life test. And in the real world, are we going to scratch this thing if we accidentally bump it with our fingernail? And there's two huge caveats here that I want to kind of start with. Number one is I'm a huge Samsung fan. You guys obviously know that. I do support other brands as well. I've even had Apple devices, of course, as well. But I really support Samsung for what they've done here. They've created a new a new form factor for a phone. I mean, a foldable phone / tablet that goes in your pocket is pretty awesome. So I would stand by this thing 100% no matter what. Yeah, you guys know that I did choose the Note 10 Plus as my daily driver, and there's only one real reason why. That's because of the durability, the actual waterproofing, I should say, the IP rating of the Note 10 Plus, and missing on the Samsung Fold. So if it was waterproof, I would use it on a day-to-day basis, but my lifestyle, on the weekends, I do a lot of motorsports, snowmobiling in the winter, ATVing in the spring and summer, we're boating in the summer, we're on sandy beaches and things like that, and this is just not going to work for that lifestyle on the weekends, and I don't want to put it in a plastic bag every weekend that I go out. So unfortunately, it doesn't work for me, but that doesn't mean it's not going to work for a lot of people that are watching this video. This is a really, really awesome phone. If you are willing to treat it well and not put it in water and keep it away from sand, you're gonna love this thing. I mean, it is so awesome. It's basically just like a Note 10 Plus in a foldable package, missing the water resistance, of course, with the waterproofing. So for me, the Note 10 Plus just takes the cake. It's going to be my daily driver. But if you're going to rock this phone, I support you 100%. I know exactly why you would, because the thing is awesome, no doubt. But I did want to do the finger scratch test here for you guys and see what happens. It's really hard to get on focus, but I'm just going to go through this and we'll see. I'll try my best. The screws here are not for this purpose. This is, I was just having a little bit of fun here. I'm actually not going to hit it with the razor blade in the screws. That's kind of a joke, but I will do the finger test scratch, and we're going to start that right now. So I'm going to kind of refocus my camera. I'm going to try to get focused in on this edge. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to take my fingernail and I'm just going to scratch it along the screen, probably more than you guys would if you were to own this phone. Right now, I'm hitting it with a moderate scratching pressure, I would say. And let's see if we're leaving any marks. So far, so good. I'm not seeing any marks on this display. And we'll try to keep the focus here. That is the really tough challenge here with this black screen. So I'm gonna hit it a little bit harder, kind of down in this corner. Let's just make sure this is clean here. Let's try this corner. So good focus here. And I'm gonna kind of scratch into it a little bit more. Wait till I get focused here. Kind of gouging into it. I mean, much more than you normally would. So I'm still really not seeing marks for the most part. There's a couple of, I mean, slightly indented, if you can even see that. I mean, it's so small that it'd be nothing to be concerned about. So right now, as of this second, I'm scratching my fingernails on this thing, right? And this is an average. I mean, I'm hitting it with my fingernail. You guys can hear that. It's not leaving any marks. Oh, okay, it is leaving a little tiny marks here. If I can get these on camera, I might have to pause this and try to refocus my shot, but you guys aren't seeing anything here right now. I'm going to try and get this over by the... So right about here, you guys, if you look where the light is shining, you can see a couple of marks, almost incredibly difficult to see. And that was from tapping it, and to my eyes, it looks like it might have self-healed itself already. I mean, I'm not trying to damage the display, as I mentioned, but I am pressing with a pretty hard with my fingernails. So I'm losing focus again. I apologize, you guys. This one is tough to keep in focus. But let's just set it down here and try to kind of tap on this thing a little bit. All right, so I'm going to kind of hit it with my fingernails a little bit here. I'm going to kind of scratch on it, and I'm scratching this thing pretty hard right now. All right, let's see if there's anything. Nothing that would cause any concern, and that's pretty amazing, you guys. I mean, somebody commented before in another video saying the thing is made of something like glass and spider webs. I thought that was hilarious. This display is actually stronger than you would think. I'm not going to hit it with any screws by any means, but let's just do a little bit harder scratch here in the corner. I mean, I'm going to press my fingernail into this thing. All right, so I kind of pressed my fingernail in, and at this point, I think I have made a little bit of a dent. I'm going to, if you guys look right here, you kind of see that. There we go. All right, guys, right about there, you can see where my fingernail kind of scratched it very slightly. So I'm not going to scratch it any harder than that because I don't want to ruin this phone. But you can see that is probably the best little bit here if you look. And that took a lot, you guys. I mean, this is not just tapping your fingernail and scratching. I had to press with a moderate clip in order to do that, and it hardly even let. I mean, it is so small that I'm pretty sure it would probably heal itself. I think you can kind of see it here a little bit as well. So bottom line is, you shouldn't be that afraid of the screen. I am really surprised at how well this thing holds up. This probably is not going to be like a glass display, of course. I mean, glass is glass, but just in regular tapping and kind of running my fingernail on the screen, nothing happens to it. So you've got to press hard enough to where it's unnatural, let's just call it that, so you're not going to scratch the hell out of your phone with your fingernails trying to ruin it. So that is kind of my conclusion to the test. Is everyday use, I think you are perfectly fine. If you're going to use your fingers and you're going to kind of hit your fingernails on it and you're going to use this thing like it's intended to be used, you're not going to have any problems with this. The jerry rig everything test, I appreciate what he did, but he gouged the hell out of his fingernail into the device in order to, for show basically. So with that said, I think that this is a pretty strong, durable device. You guys, if you have any questions, let me know, comment below. And I apologize for the focus. The thing's incredibly difficult to get on focus. But if you like this video, please thumbs up. If you guys really liked it, please consider subscribing and check out some more cool videos that I got coming your way. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.